They were talking about the World Cup, basically. Also the locals. Oh, you're from the Netherlands? Oh, the game last night was like this, you know. So
club footy.
club footy.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's 3 months,
Yeah,
right?
easy.
And it's a really broad audience.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
like,
if I don't make it, this podcast will sound ridiculous because I'm being too
this is
secure.
this is real. This is pressure right here.
Yeah.
Dear sir, madam, I would like to
Yeah.
apply for this job.
Yeah, or I'm the best out there, or like sometimes people just reply with one sentence, like, "Hey, I'm the guy for your job." Like that's it, and I'm like,
That's the best.
Come on.
If you gotta talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk.
Exactly. Got like a Trello board to automate your workflow, but that's like, yeah, but that's like for a different. And just paste the footage inside.
Does that mean that Ronaldo's gonna live in Saudi Arabia?
I think so.
Really?
I think so. He will have weekly matches. I think. Don't ask me too much. I'm not so good. I don't know so much about football, but he's moving to a local club. Yeah.
Because Ronaldo is from Portugal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're gonna talk about starting a brand new channel, YouTube Shorts, and getting it to 10 million views under 90 days.
Yeah. That's the challenge. The 90-day challenge.
The 90-day challenge. Get to 10 million views in under 90 days to reach the new requirements for the YouTube Partner Program with YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. That's the goal. And yeah, I basically want to do the challenge to show the community and the people listening or the viewers watching that it's still possible to get those amount of views with shorts. And I'm a big believer that it's not really so difficult if you use the right strategies. And the fun thing is, like in this whole podcast episode, we'll be transparent about our whole strategy, what the game plan is.
Yeah.
The thing is, what I see a lot of times, like people are hiding their channels and not telling the complete story. And I think if you have an idea what the channel is, you can actually look up the channel, check the shorts, see what's performing well, and you can connect like the things we're saying here to the actual video. So yeah, that's the whole idea behind the challenge.
Because I made a video titled I tried YouTube Shorts for 30 days, and quite a few people commented there saying like, "Oh, I checked the channel, it's not there. Why are you lying? Blah blah blah." And like, yeah, the channel name, of course, I changed everything because we didn't want to reveal our actual challenge. I mean, not your actual channel.
Yeah.
So we changed it, right? We kind of made up a channel, but the results and the screenshots and everything was real. But obviously I understand that the internet is skeptical and people are like, you know, if they can't search it up, then it's not true. So we decided to actually go ahead and make like a case study, fully transparent, you know, showing from the very beginning, like, you know, how Ron is going to choose the niche, how he's going to go about, you know, hiring the team, making the content, and, you know, doing all that, capitalizing on trends, and yeah, basically make it fully transparent and just show that, you know, Ron and I actually know what we talk about.
Exactly. So in this podcast, we're going to cover basically everything from the beginning till the end. So indeed, how to find a good niche and like what makes a good niche. How to find a good freelancer, how to filter a freelancer, and how to train a freelancer, because that's eventually one of the key elements, because they will be making the content and you need to find a good freelancer that can keep up with the upload schedule and everything. And then, of course, implementing the right strategies with your YouTube Shorts to go viral and get millions of views, at least 10 million views in 90 days to apply for the monetization. So let's start with the first one, finding a niche. It's a difficult topic for a lot of people starting out because there's so many things you can pick from.
Yeah.
What would you do if you would pick a niche?
What would I do if I had to pick a niche? Well, first off, it depends really on how broad you want to go. Also, what interests you. But maybe also not... It's a hard question. You know, it depends on what you want.
Yeah.
You know, if you're really into something and there's like no question that is exactly what you want to do, then sure, it's pretty straightforward. But for most people, it's not like that. So
if you would link it to this channel or to this challenge, so we need 10 million views in 90 days. That's the goal. What would your approach would be in picking a niche?
Then I would go broad.
Yeah.
So I would go broad.
That has like a large audience.
Yeah. Because if you're not doing like a personal brand channel where you have like a creator, like a face, right? Then I would go broad.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be doing videos about something very specific, something very niche down, then it's much harder, in my opinion.
Yeah, then you probably have a different way of monetization. For example, offering products in the back end or sending people somewhere else.
Yeah.
But that's also the approach we're doing. We're going for a broad niche. We're thinking of multiple niches, and we came down to sports. We'll do the sports niche. I think it's most easy because sports have like a specific fan base that you can target. The interests of the fans align. So based on their interest and what they like, you can basically create shorts. Plus, there are like a couple of like a lot of sports channels basically out there with millions of views and basically a proof of concept. So if you can do it better than them, I'm pretty secure that you're able to get the same amount of views or even more on the long term, but also in 90 days, because I think 10 million views. Like, let's break it down. Like I've picked. First, I was thinking about badminton, but it's popular in Asia, low CPM, so I wasn't really feeling that niche so well. Then I was into basketball, but I'm like, I don't know anything about basketball. I know it's like big in the USA especially, but yeah, I'm from the Netherlands. Almost nobody talks about basketball. Then I came, of course, to football.
It's interesting how that is so different, right?
Yeah,
like in Europe, basketball is not that popular because I know I have a bunch of friends from the US and like basketball is so big there, and in Europe is like,
yeah, it's all football. I don't know why. It's part of culture, I think. Also with USA in high school, you already do basketball. You have like, it's like very connected to your high school as well or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different. So I picked football also with the reason because it's the biggest sport in the world. I saw it on Google, so don't blame me if I'm a little bit wrong. But I saw football has 1.2 billion fans.
And it's so universal.
Yeah, exactly. You can see it with the World Cup. You know, a lot of countries playing together and a lot of people. Like we're now in Bali, and I was here in Bali during the World Cup as well. Everyone was saying like they were talking about the World Cup. Basically, also the locals. Are you from the Netherlands? Oh, the game last night was like this. You know, so it's something that's all over the world.
Yeah.
And as you said in the beginning, I think it's good to go broad as well. So picked football, checked out shorts channels, how they were performing, how the recent videos were performing. And I found out like there were a lot of big football channels just posting highlights of matches, not even from recent matches, but even matches from like 2 or 3 years ago. And they uploaded it like a week ago, and it got like 20 to 30 million views, like insane.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, if I can make these highlights as well, but maybe a little bit more fast-paced, because maybe people want to see the highlights, but they just want to see it quickly. But edit it better, you know?
What comes to my mind is because making a YouTube short that's is going to be interesting to a football fan.
Yeah.
You need to understand what is interesting to a football fan.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
getting into the mind of a football fan. And so, me personally, if I do this, I'm not a big football fan.
Me neither, but I have a secret to it.
So, what I would do is I would probably find existing YouTube Shorts football channels. I'd see the best performing shorts, and I'd try to see like, okay, why are they performing the best?
Yeah.
And then I would try to model them.
Yeah.
But maybe do, as you said, better editing and all that.
Exactly, that's the most important thing. Like, you want a proof of concept, of course, with football, because it's so big. There are channels out there that will work. Like 1.2 billion people, they want to watch something about football.
Yeah.
But also the trick is, like, I found a freelancer that just really enjoys football. So that saves a lot of time for me as well. Like, I'm not planning to do all the research because I know I like football too. Like, when a World Cup is happening, I like to watch it, but I'm not watching every game. But the freelancer, he really likes it. Yeah. So for him, it's much easier to create the content about it. Yeah. But that's like a next step, how you find the freelancers. But I went with football and basically started a channel around it. The channel is called Club Footy. Like, it's just a random name.
Okay.
It's got simple branding. I used a tool called Namelix and I think Business Name Generator. I combined those two and I inserted some keywords, and it just generated Club Footy. And I was like, "Wow, sounds sketchy. It's simple." And within Namelinks, you're also able to do the branding, but I kept the branding very clean and simple.
Yeah.
You can probably check it out while you're listening right now because we're going live.
Club Footy.
Club Footy.
Let's go.
Yeah. At the moment, we're like making the content already, but like that's the niche we're going for.
Yeah.
Since I just think if those channels can get like 20 to 30 million views with highlights of old games, I must be able to have one short get 10 million views in 90 days, right? Like it doesn't sound so difficult if I say it this way. Or,
It's 3 months,
yeah,
right?
easy.
And it's a really broad audience.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
like,
if I don't make it, this podcast will sound ridiculous because I'm being too
this is
secure.
this is real. This is pressure right here.
Yeah, but I think like so many shorts of different channels had tens of millions of views.
If you don't make it, we have to rethink something.
Yeah, but that's also a learning lesson. And
it is.
The good thing is we can show all the analytics behind the channel and maybe see why we didn't grow or like mistakes is also very important.
Yeah.
But I think it's very doable. So that's the niche we're going for. You know the channel name right now, so you can look it up. One exciting. That's the strategy already. Let's go to the team, to the freelancer. Already talked a little bit about it.
Yeah. You mentioned that you found a guy who is into football himself.
Yeah. Went to Upwork. This is a platform I like to use the most. Online jobs would also work. Fiverr don't really like it because you're not like really building a team. You're mostly using someone's service for a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I used Upwork, close to job post. Said in there that I was looking for a short creator, basically. I mentioned the niche. I said in the job post, hey, you need to like football because I want to avoid having someone, a little bit like me or like you, that don't really care so much, but just want to make money. That's what I want to avoid. So I want to have someone that's passionate and can make good shorts. Some people replied. I made sure that I had like certain things in the job post, like all the requirements, the price I wanted to go for. Like I want to filter out as many people in the beginning already. For example, if they don't even mention my name when replying, I don't even answer because it's just a standard template. Or like we talked about yesterday, but people listening right now maybe don't know, you can put in like mention your favorite color when you're applying on this job post.
Yeah.
And if people don't mention their favorite color in the reply, you already know they haven't read the whole thing. They're probably spamming all job posts.
Okay, so let me clarify this a little bit. I'll make it a little bit more easy to understand for those of you listening. So what Ron said is that a filtering process when you're hiring a freelancer, one of the ways to do it, because as you probably know or you've maybe seen, or if you don't, then please take a note of this, is that a lot of people when applying for your job on any freelance marketplace are going to do just like a spam, just like they will send out as many as possible, hoping that someone is going to hire them without actually even reading the job description.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of proposals, but only a very few people of them are actually worth your time. So in order to filter through those people, what you can do is in your job description, you can say, hey, if you please mention your favorite color, or please write the word yellow or cat or whatever when applying.
Yeah.
And you just check, like if they didn't mention anything or if they didn't write anything, they didn't read the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they didn't read it like carefully.
So zero effort put in, you know.
Exactly.
And those are not the people you want to work with, in my opinion. And especially for like video editing jobs, there are so many people applying for video editing. And there are so many people saying, yeah, I'm the best guy for your job, pick me. So those are like small little tricks. So then also what will help is like ask them, like send 3 of your best samples along your reply. Also, if you don't send those samples, I won't reply either. Because you want to have a clear idea, okay, what are the skills of the freelancer applying. So probably have a couple of people like replying, they've sent the samples, they mentioned their favorite color, or they address you by your name. Like you can already see this guy, he actually put some effort in his message.
Yeah.
Then you continue the filtering process. You
avoid people who use official talk.
Yeah.
Dear sir, madam, I would like to apply for this job.
Yeah, or I'm the best out there. Or like sometimes people just reply with one sentence. Like, hey, I'm the guy for your job. Like, that's it. And I'm like,
that's the best.
Come on. But like then you filter out more. Like when they reply, give them a little bit of background information. Hey, this is the channel. This is what we're looking for. Send some examples of videos you like. Then say, hey, are you able to match the quality of the samples I sent you? Most of the time they say, yes, of course I can, because they want the job, you know. So what you then do is continue the filtering process by asking them, okay, you said you can do the job. You said you can match the quality of the samples I sent you.
If you gotta talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk.
Exactly. So hey, please create one short sample based around these videos maybe, or do your own research, like find your own footage, add this and this and this, maybe some subtitles, some specific transitions, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or you can just fully let them create something from scratch.
Yeah.
And based on that delivery of that sample, you can already say, okay, he has the quality. Or even if people are saying like, I don't want to make the sample, then you already know they're just in there for the money and not really, they don't want to really create stuff.
One thing that I want to mention here is that I'm the kind of person who usually when like hiring people, I tell them, hey, you have full creative freedom, go do. Create things that, you know, I'm sure you can do a good job.
That's good in some
surprise way. Me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's good in some way, right? You just give them complete creative freedom and you say, but then if you do that, what I've learned is that don't be surprised if the work they deliver doesn't match your expectations at all. Because that's what happened to me in the past a lot. You know, I thought that the person was like, you know, really good and we had like a match, like a connection and everything. And then I'm like, okay, do it. And then they deliver the work. And I'm like, no, this is
completely the opposite.
This is completely not what I want. So it's a fine balance between saying, hey, you have complete creative freedom and also saying like exactly what you want. Yeah. So experiment between those two and see where you land, where you get the best results. With different people, you will get different.
Like you need some guidelines because eventually your channel probably has a branding, a personality. So you also want to show the branding and personality in every video because people will recognize it. So you need some sort of guidelines, and you also need to have room for creativity because that's probably what the video editors enjoy the most. You know, so that's very important. So. Once you found your freelancer, you can invite them to Slack, your online workspace, talk over there, get like a Trello board to automate your workflow. But that's like, but that's like for a different podcast, I think. Let's just talk about like, how are we going to grow Club Footy? Because I think that's the thing everyone wants to know. Right?
The reason I laughed is because Ron is brushing over these things, and I understand that 95% of you guys listening are complete beginners. So if at any point you feel like, what are they talking about? I don't understand, or you know what are they mentioning here? Don't worry. Just go listen to maybe a couple of more podcasts. We go much more in depth about all the different project management softwares we use and all the different communication channels we use, and we just break it down much more in depth. But in this specific episode, we are going to talk about this case study. You know, 10 million views in 90 days. Yeah,
exactly. So that's why I'm rushing it a little bit. But let's dive into the strategy, since I think that's most valuable for everybody starting out with a new shorts channel. So we started Club Footy now. We're now making some shorts. We're planning to upload it. Like eventually, we now want to create a pipeline of videos, because the thing is with a brand new channel, YouTube doesn't know you and you don't have any data. So what you need to do is upload a lot of shorts consistently. So that's the goal. We're going to upload 5 shorts a day for at least 30 days straight. Collect as many data as possible. We will also post different kind of shorts.
Wait. How many did he say again?
5 shorts a day for at least 30 days.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. To collect data, and out of those shorts, we will have different styles of shorts. For example, as mentioned in the beginning, there are channels posting match highlights of older matches.
Yeah.
We want to try that in our own style, like our own editing, do it better. We want to have custom shorts, so have our own script, custom voiceover, talking, for example, about a football player going to a new club. Like you can base your script around a news article, for example. But the thing is, there's no footage online about it, so you need to create your own voice, your own script, and paste custom footage above it, like more general older footage of the football player, for example. That's what we want to do. as the moment of talking, Ronaldo did a transfer to Saudi Arabia or something, and his first game is coming in 2 days. I got this from my freelancer, by the way. I didn't know this before. But of course, people want to know what the first game of Ronaldo will look like. So we're really aiming for that one as well. So we'll be uploading it in 2 days and hoping to ride that trend. You know, if we're one of the first posting the first match of Ronaldo with some nice editing, maybe some custom voiceover. We're already preparing it right now. So when the game is being played or is finished, we can just paste the footage inside.
Does that mean that Ronaldo is going to live in Saudi Arabia?
I think so.
Really?
I think so. He will have weekly matches. I think. Don't ask me too much. I'm not so good. I don't know so much about football, but he's moving to a local club. Yeah.
Because Ronaldo is from Portugal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Money talks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like a strategy we want to use, and of course like amazing free kicks in like big matches or like big final matches, and I don't know.
I think this idea about having like a big name and a big, not event, but a big news or a big not spectacle, but something big happening with that name.
Yeah,
that's like a really powerful combination. Because if you think about it, okay, football is broad, has over 1 billion fans. Then, you know, from those fans, a lot of people know Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And him moving to Saudi Arabia.
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing,
you
know. So making content about that, I think can give us a really good chance to, you know, reach a lot of people.
Exactly, but also like there are also many rumors in the football world. Oh, will that player move to there? Oh, will that player move to there? And people are still, they want to see if the rumor gets confirmed. So with a custom voiceover and custom script, based on the rumors, you can basically make a whole new short that nobody ever made before. And you can still end the short with a question. So what do you think? Will this player move or not? Like, but you will still get the views, you know? So with these kind of styles, we're just trying out. But the biggest impact, I think, are the trends. If we can jump on the trends, I think the 10 million views in 90 days will be easy. So those are the strategies. It's important, by the way, don't copy anything from TikTok. Don't copy other shorts from people. Make unique content. Do your own editing. Do your own scripts. Do your own voiceover. Your own title. Don't copy people, because YouTube knows, and you will get like 2 or 3 views. People are in the community. Hey, every short I posted got 3 views. How is this possible? And I just ask, so what kind of videos do you upload? Yeah, I copy directly from TikTok. Like, it doesn't make sense.
No, you gotta play by the rules. And what I really like lately is just you gotta make the best videos possible, like Mr. B says. Whatever that is for you, this is something that I'm trying to implement into my head, into my content, into my channel as well. Just making the best videos possible, whatever that means for you.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's basically the strategy. And as the moment of talking, we haven't posted yet. We will post in 2 days. So when you're listening right now, it's probably already going on for a couple of weeks. Make sure to check out the channel. And if you have any questions about it, just ask in Discord or maybe in the YouTube comment section. It's fine as well.
Yeah.
And by the way, talking about the Discord, if you're not in there yet, make sure to join. It's a free community of YouTube, not creators, but basically people having a YouTube business and that they want to grow their business over there. You can talk with like-minded people. We're hosting masterminds.
It's a fine balance between, like, when we talk about this, because I thought about it so much, like, okay, we don't consider ourselves to be creators, right? But we also are, partly.
And we're creating a business.
Yeah, it's like partly we're creating faceless channels, right? We're not necessarily making the content ourselves, but we're giving guidelines to people that we work with, to the team, right, to make the content. The part that we are removing from this equation is showing our face. That's the interesting part. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you're interested in, you know, having a YouTube channel, if you're interested in starting a so-called business on the YouTube, then come join us. If you're someone who doesn't want to show his face in the videos but still wants to make content and you know, post on YouTube, make money and grow in channels and stuff like that, come join.
Yeah.
It's
And
a free community.
yeah, and if you don't want to wait till the challenge is over, there's also a free training in the description you can check out. It's also about YouTube Shorts.
That's about how Ron got 45 million views in 50 days.
Yeah, exactly. So it's possible.
Yeah, when there was still the YouTube Shorts fund.
Yeah,
exactly.
correctly.
All right.
Let's end it here.
Perfect.
See you next time.
Thank you so much for watching, listening, subscribing. Bye.
Bye-bye. No error. Nice. 24 minutes. 25 almost.